Hey there, welcome to another episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. It's time to feed our sweet tooth with a very tasty, perfect for summer, no bake dessert. So when I say no bake, literally your oven gets a holiday. You get to bake something quick and easy, and it just involves your refrigerator and a food processor. What is it, you ask? Mixed berry tart. Here's what we need. It'll serve 6, so obviously you're going to have bigger slices. We're also going to need something that you can lift the base out with. Unfortunately, the flan dish that I had with the lift out base rusted because it was poor quality. So mine won't have that lift out base, but that's all good. I'll use the one that I always use for quiches. Also, you will need a food processor, and come on in and I'll show you the other ingredients. Okay, so I'm going with this one because this is a flan dish, but I can't lift the base out. Mr. Reliable food processor. We also need 250 grams of plain biscuits. I've gone with the milk arrowroots, so you can't beat them. 125 grams of melted butter. Now, I have had it out of the fridge for quite a while and it is a humid day, so that's melting on its own. You don't want it super melted at this stage. 1 cup of mixed berry yogurt. 250 grams of soft cream cheese. Now, I go with the spreadable one because it's cheaper. I've had that out of the fridge as well, so that will be at room temperature when I'm ready to use it. 2/3 of a cup of caster sugar, and to decorate, raspberries and or blueberries. Now, this is a great way to use up the ones that have been in your freezer where you've got just a little bit left, or you can buy fresh. That's why I say it's a great summer dessert, because we are in the berry and blueberry season now. So now that you know what we need, we're going to start with doing the base, which is just basically our biscuits and butter combined in the food processor. Press it into here, and then we're going to refrigerate it until firm. So that could be about an hour, which is great because today I'm trying to get other stuff done as well. So it works out perfectly. And as I say, we're not slaving over a stove. So we're going to put the butter in first. Now, normally what I do with dishes like this where I've got to mix up the biscuits is I put in a few at a time, but what I'll do to start with is I'll just try and get the butter a little bit mixed up. Like so that when we put the biscuits in, it won't be too bad. So just put a few in, and then just keep taking the lid off and putting it on. Now, a lot of the newer food processors have a bigger bowl in them. I do have my backup food processor, but as long as this one keeps going, I am not going to set it aside and get the new one out, like a lot of people probably would at this stage. I think from memory, Mama used to win a lot of kitchen appliances. That's not from memory, that's very accurate. But from memory, I think we had to test it because in case there was anything wrong with it or anything. So I think it just got used once. So that's fine. And from memory, it's a very long time ago, it has got a larger bowl. But that's fine because this food processor just keeps on going. So I'll keep going with it. Okay, so once everything's finally processed, putting the butter in before the biscuits made it very hard work. Anyway, I'm going to dump it in here. Whatever isn't processed will go back in. So you just need to press it into the base of your dish. And just look for any big lumps and put those back in the food processor. It's not too bad. Now it feels very dry, but this is the problem. It'll be fine. It will be fine. All right, now what I recommend you do is grab a glass. And this is the easiest way to press this in. Just press it like this. It firmly compacts it. Okay. And then with the sides, just push it up the sides as well. Now you should have greased that with some butter, so technically it will stick to the butter. And if you've got the dish where the base comes out, when you go to remove it, it's a lot easier than how I have to do mine. But as I said, mine rusted, so it is what it is. All right, that goes in the refrigerator until it's firm. I'd probably give it an hour at least, and then I'll see you to finish it off. Okay, so when your base is nice and firm, out of the fridge, get your food processor back. We are going to process the sugar, the cream cheese, and the yogurt. So first of all, we'll get the cream cheese out, which I have had out of the fridge for quite a while. Now you can use the one that comes in the block, like the Philadelphia one, but I've found that this one is not only cheaper, but it's just as good as well. So in it goes. In it goes. All right, give it a whip. Once that's all broken up, we're going to put the yogurt in with it. In goes the yogurt. And then in will go the sugar. Right, in goes that. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a stir before we do the sugar. Perfect. All right, in goes our sugar. Now sprinkle the sugar over the top. In we go again. Now you want to mix that so that that sugar's in it, because otherwise someone's going to get a very sweet piece. So grab your handy pink spatula. Remove your lid. Now it is very liquidy, but that's normal because we're going to be putting it back in the fridge to set again. So we just want to make sure that all of this is mixed up and we don't hear that grainy sound. That grainy sound is the sugar. Okay, I think that should be enough. I'll just give it a final stir and then we'll see what it looks like. Okay, that looks fine. All right, so bring the base over. Okay, now tip this in. Okay, beautiful. Now we're going to put it in the fridge to set. If you've got any lumps in there, just take them out. And then what we're going to do, we should be putting these on top at the end, but I'm going to put them on the top now. It won't matter. They're just going to sink into it. It probably will matter, but who knows. All right, so refrigerate that till firm, and you'll be ready to cut it up and serve. So thank you for watching this episode of Cooking with Violet Vixen. This has been mixed berry tart. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll catch you on our next adventure. Bye.